What is up and welcome back if you are new to this channel. I'm Cody Pratt, aka Random Hero. So in a previous video, I went over wet healing versus dry healing and the very basic differences of what those are. And if you didn't get a chance to see that video, I'll link that up top so you can go look at that. Now, I do think it is important for you to know a little bit more than just the very basics about wet healing and dry healing. And I know in a previous video, we just went over dry healing. So in this video, we're going to talk about wet healing, and we're getting started right now. Alright, so wet healing is very obviously different from dry healing, which is also different from the traditional tattoo healing. But really quickly, wet healing is keeping your tattoo moisturized and wrapped for the first 5 to 6 days of the healing process after you get the tattoo. But there is a lot more to it than just putting lotion on and wrapping it. So let's take a closer look. Alright, so step 1 is make sure, just like every other time, you are washing your tattoo with warm water and antibacterial fragrance-free soap. And we're doing that every time we take the wrap off. Alright, step 2, after you do that, make sure that you pat it dry and then apply a thin layer of whatever aftercare product or lotion that you are using, and then let it dry for just a minute or two. And then when it's almost dry, step 3 is apply another wrap to it. You're probably going to be using saran wrap. And then you're going to be doing this every 6 hours for about 5 or 6 days. Once you're done with this part, just take care of your tattoo like you normally would. Wash it and apply lotion. But make sure you are not using the wrap anymore. Alright, so why would you wet heal? That's a great question, and there are actually quite a few answers to this. Wet healing is good for the joints on your body. Knees, elbows, ankles, all that stuff. Because when you are bending at the knee or at the elbow and your tattoo is dry and it's scabbed, bending could cause that scab to rip open. And when that happens, you could kind of ruin the healing process. And when that happens, there is the potential for scarring. And by keeping it moisturized and wrapped, you're providing that lubrication for your joint to move freely without the potential of damaging your tattoo. But generally, wet healing your tattoo can do a couple things. Did you know that it can accelerate healing? Wet dressing has been proven in the medical field to accelerate the healing process. By stopping your tattoo from scabbing, the tattoo should heal better and faster. And it can also reduce tattoo pain. Keeping your tattoo wet limits the scabbing, which limits the cracking and peeling. But also, lotion can soothe the tattoo pain by staying cool while covered. Alright, so what are the risks? The unfortunate downside to wet healing is that you can open yourself up to infection. And you do this by creating a wet, moist environment, and in that bacteria can grow. And this is why it has to be done correctly. Always make sure that your lotion is fragrance free and you only put on enough to cover your tattoo. Too much lotion is where a lot of people go wrong. And remember, less is more. Some signs to look for if your tattoo is infected is swelling, extra pain, or your tattoo feels feverish. If you are seeing or feeling any of these symptoms, it is very important that you do consult a medical professional. So wet and dry healing both have their places. However, wet healing can be substituted and used as an alternative to the more traditional method. And I don't really recommend the same for dry healing. As I always say, if you have any questions, be sure to consult your tattoo artist. They should know most of the answers to your questions. And make sure you go by their recommendation for tattoo aftercare. It's how they mostly guarantee their work. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever wet healed a tattoo and how it turned out. Don't forget to like this video by smashing that thumbs up button, and you can help support the channel by clicking that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell for notifications when we come out with new videos of tattoo advice and tattoo education. That's it for me today. As always, I'm Cody. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you in the next video.